Papa Squad, coming at ya! Hey everybody. It is Monday evening, and I have a song here from 1982. I'm actually really looking forward to this one. This is off of the Rate Your Music list that we've been working off of for a long time, for basically almost a year now. And this is a song from a band called Warp 9, and it is called Nunk. Nunk. Nunk is a portmanteau, which is a fantastic word. My cat is rubbing his face on the microphone. Yes. Leave it alone, kitten. Nunk, as I said, is a word created by the band to label basically the type of music they wanted to create, which was new wave, hence the N, new wave funk. So it's new wave music, which is kind of like early, like redheaded stepchild of punk, but more dancey and progressive-y and very 80s. New wave was huge in the 80s, especially the early mid 80s. Anyway, so this is new wave funk, and they created the word nunk to represent it, and it's a terrible word. It doesn't sound good, but there you go. And there is actually a little information about these guys. Nunk, also known as New Wave Funk, the first single by the group Warp 9, released on Prism Records in 1982, was written and produced by Lottie Golden and Richard Scher. The song appeared as a vocal and instrumental version on the group's 1983 debut, It's a Beat Wave. Like It's a Heat Wave. Oh, God, they're clever, too. On Prism Records and 4th and Broadway Records in the UK. New York radio station WKTU featured Nunk in a commercial to promote the station's signature sound of emerging hip-hop. Interesting. I will also say that on Rate Your Music, this is listed as electronic, as the genre and the styles of electro and funk. So, again, early hip-hop being classified as things other than hip-hop because the label of hip-hop didn't exist. Kind of interesting. Anyway, there's a little bit more information here. It's not anything too impressive. But the band is around, and this Lottie Golden has her own Wikipedia page too, and looks like she was around and is still around. She's 71 years old, lives in New York City, and there you go. Anyway, we don't need to get into all of that. I just wanted to point out that there is, in fact, a Wikipedia page for this, I assume, relatively unknown band. But let's jump in here. It's 7 minutes, 20 seconds long. Or 7 minutes 10 seconds long on this video. The record says it's 20 seconds. And let's see how it is. I know I'm going to be in favor of this because new wave is fine, but combine that with funk. I don't know how I can't enjoy this, but maybe they really messed it up. So let's jump in. Nunk. Definitely using synthesizers to create the beat. Oh yeah, that's 80s. And this is actually kind of interesting even right off the bat because I definitely get a little bit of a funk feel to it, especially with that, I don't know if it's an actual bass or something that sounds kind of like a bass. It might just be a synthesizer. But it's that kind of funk sound combined with all this new wave synthesizer-y type of music, and it sounds okay. I mean, it hasn't really gone anywhere yet, but... So I can't tell if this is a really bad recording that's making the sound kind of warp a little bit, or if that's what it's supposed to sound like. I'm not sure if you're able to pick it up as well as I can here, but I'm hoping my mic is picking up that it's kind of like, and it doesn't sound quite right. That's cool. Oh yeah, I like that.
Show you the light, baby. Just put some funk into. Come put your body to and look it tonight, girl. 'Cause when I see you move, it seems a shot right through me, girl. Don't you know, baby? I wanna look with you, 'cause when you're looking good on my video.
Oh, love that. Also, kind of cut it back to very little, right? Probably about halfway through. Yep, not quite. So I really am not liking the singing portions of this, and I can't really tell you why. It just isn't appealing to me. But I really like those sections of music that I commented on that are like kind of a cool, weird sounding thing in it. I don't even know where I would classify that. It doesn't really seem funk. It definitely seems electro to me. And yeah, I totally love that. And also the fact that they're singing funk, punk, nunk. It's just a bad word.
You know you look the best. There ain't nobody that can look it like you. Yeah. 'Cause when I see you move, it sends a shot right through me, girl. Don't you know, baby? I wanna look with you. 'Cause when you're looking good on my video.
So I was trying to think of who this music sounds like, and really it doesn't sound like very many bands. So new wave, kind of the poster child for new wave was A Flock of Seagulls, right? I ran so far away, blah 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 blah. Crazy haircut, weird looking, like taking some of the punk trappings and turning it into very, I say mainstream, but turning it into a slightly more socially acceptable, somewhat fashionable for the time feel to the appearance, right? And then the music itself was also very poppy in a way, and this doesn't really remind me of a lot of music from that time period, but I do pick up a little bit of like I could see the people from ABC having heard this, right? Shoot that poison arrow, that sort of music. It kind of has that sort of feel. I even pick up like maybe a Thompson Twins sort of feel to this, but this is a really funky song. Not in terms of funk, it is, but it's just a really weird song musically. Oh, nice. Nunk, nunk, everybody nunk. Oh, rock. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Man, there are parts of this that I absolutely love. The little bits where they had that kind of cool, a little bit more intense or a little bit darker sort of feeling to the music, and it was only two or three sections of the song that were like that, and I don't even know if I'm describing it correctly, but I pointed out what I liked. Um, but overall, I think I'm going to listen to this song some more to see if I actually like it, because I like parts of it pretty well, and then probably 70% of it I don't particularly care. Like, it just isn't as good as 30% of the song. Um, but I do like it, generally. Just not the whole song. That's kind of a bummer thing to say. I can see what they were going for with this. I love the idea of new wave and funk being combined, and I think those were the best parts of the song. I think it was the singing that really didn't do them any favors. And then there was, some of the music I didn't really care for. I'm curious to see what you guys think of this. Anybody who likes the electro stuff. If anybody remembers this, I certainly have never heard it before. I'd love to hear what you think and where you think this fits in terms of the music we've been listening to. It's kind of interesting. This is a band I bring up all the time, but I think about two bands actually, Devo and Art of Noise, and they were doing things that were so far beyond what this song is doing. But there are parts of this song that I think are as good as what they were creating at this time. So really neat stuff. At least 30% of it is. And I'm going to listen to it some more just because I want to see what I think of the whole song uninterrupted. So I'm going to be looking for this. Let me know what you think. I would appreciate it. It's always fun to hear what you guys think and if it's worth listening to. But hey, Papa Squat, check it out. Please like, subscribe, and share. We're almost at 300. We're at least over 290, I think, which is kind of amazing. So thanks very much, and keep it going.